Hi guys, in this video I will be talking a little bit about the overview of Ansys Workbench. I will talk about the material properties of composite material, how to select them, how to do modeling, how to do micro modeling if we are supposed to do, and what is the general workflow of the Ansys. So I just put Ansys ACP pre into my project schematic, and you can see it has a number of modules. We have engineering data where I have to specify the type of material I am choosing, then I have the geometry, then I have the model, and then I have the setup. So I can do the same thing by choosing a number of modules. So I will go down. First thing I will choose the geometry like this. I will choose the geometry, then I will choose the mechanical model. I will place it there, and then what I will do, I will pick the Ansys ACP pre like this one, and I can connect all these like this, and from model I will be transitioning to this model to this one like this. By doing this I have some advantage. And what is the advantage? Let's say I am doing a static structural analysis. Let's pick up the static structure, or LS Dyna I can book. Let's pick up the static structure like this one, and I place it there, and I can drop my setup to model like this. I can either choose solid or shell component. Let's choose the solid one. So like this. So I have broken down my project into a number of parts, and this is a good way of doing it. If I want to do an LS Dyna, I will simply pick up LS Dyna, and I can drag and drop the setup to LS Dyna. I will choose the shell component like this. So in the same case, if I want to do another layup setup, so what I will do, I will simply go to ACP pre and drop it somewhere around here, and like this. And since I am using the same material and same geometry, just changing the layup or adding some sort of course, or I will go to model and simply drag drop on this model like this. So it is better to break down your analysis into a number of subsystems so that you can have the liberty of choosing different set of components whenever they're required. Another thing I want to tell you, the ACP Ansys Composites doesn't support the solid model in explicit dynamics. If I choose the explicit dynamic and I drop it down at somewhere there, and from the ACP I am supposed to put a model there. Let's say I choose this model, setup and put it in this model. I am not going to select the solid composite data. I have to go for the shell composite data, since the explicit dynamic doesn't support the shell composite data. We can also use the material designer option to design any sort of composite material at a micro scale like this one. After designing the material, I can simply compute the stresses, the strain inside the material, and after obtaining the results, what I will do, I will pick up this and drop it down to engineering data in this one. So in this mechanical model, I will be having the material which I have designed at micro scale. In the next video, I will be explaining how to design the material at a micro scale. Furthermore, we can change our unit system from this place. So let me explain what are the steps involved in the analysis of a composite system. The first thing we do, we have to specify the material. We have to specify the epoxy, we have to specify the laying up material. It could be unidirectional carbon, unidirectional glass, or epoxy carbon woven, something like that. And after specifying that, we have to provide the shell geometry, since the layers are applied over the surface or some sort of shell geometry. We will start building the layers on the shell geometry. We will do this in a setup option. In the model, we will simply mesh the model, mesh our shell body, and identify different elements types, different areas. We will specify different areas in the name selection, so that if there is a big geometry, it has a number of areas over there, and at some place we are using just unidirectional fibers, and at some place we are using some sort of woven fibers, and the layup schemes of different areas is different. Then we have to specify different areas with the different names in the model section, and in the setup section we will be applying the layup scheme of each section. In setup section we will be specifying the different directions of fibers, we will be specifying the x direction of the fibers, we will be specifying the y direction of the fibers, we will be specifying the layup schemes, either you want a core or not, and something like that. So that is the general workflow of Ansys ACP Pre. Thank you.